Well, hi friends, and thanks for tuning into this video. Today, we're going to be talking all about psyllium husk, the benefits, and I'm going to show you a super easy recipe that I think you're really going to enjoy. Now, here's a hint. If you're eating a low-carb diet, if you're on a gluten-free diet, or if you've just struggled to find a really good, healthy flatbread, you're gonna love this recipe. It's fast, it's easy to make, and it tastes so good. So, stick around. If you're new here, my name is Margaux J. Rathbun. 10 years ago, I founded my website, AuthenticSelfWellness.com, with the belief that the key to a healthy and a happy life is to live authentically as your true self. Now, the foundation for this starts with good nutrition. In my videos, I share a lot of recipes, nutrition tips, product reviews, and interviews with wellness experts in our industry. If all this sounds interesting to you, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Okay, so like I mentioned, today we're going to be talking all about psyllium husk. But what exactly is psyllium? Where does it come from? Well, believe it or not, psyllium husk has been used for centuries, mainly for its ability to promote health and well-being throughout our body. Now, psyllium husk comes from the outer husks of the seeds of the psyllium plant, and then this is typically ground into a fine powder, which is what I have here. Now, what's really funny and interesting is that the name psyllium comes from a Greek word that actually means flea. Why? Because the seeds of the plant, they resemble clustered fleas. Now, I know that's pretty gross, but I thought it was interesting, so there you go. Each plant has the ability to produce 15,000 tiny seeds. That's a lot. And usually once a year, psyllium is harvested and ground into a powder, which is what we typically use in supplements today. So why should we use psyllium husk? Well, there's a couple reasons. The main reason I personally use it on a regular basis is for that reason. It keeps me regular. If you experience constipation, if you have digestive issues, you know how frustrating all that can be. It just kind of slows you down. Psyllium powder is a fiber, and it's been shown to help promote regular bowel movements while softening your stool. I know, TMI, but it's important. So basically what it does is it makes it easier for you to poop. So if you're constipated or if you're looking to improve your bowel movements, you might want to think about adding psyllium husk into your wellness routine. Another popular reason as to why people use psyllium husk is because it helps you feel full. Now, when you feel full, you're less likely to munch on things like junk food. Now, the reason it helps you feel full is because it is packed with fiber, and we all know how important fiber is. In fact, psyllium fiber is a soluble fiber, which means it's able to pass through your digestive system without being completely broken down or absorbed. This is one of the reasons why it is so filling, why it helps us feel full. So if you're looking to cut down on your cravings, this might be a good option for you. I've actually started to use this in my husband's diet because he gets the munchies mainly at night, and it's really helped to curb those cravings. So I highly recommend using psyllium husk for that reason. Now, another interesting benefit of psyllium husk is actually backed by some research. In fact, studies have shown that including soluble fiber into our diet can help us manage our cholesterol levels. In fact, one study showed that at least 6 weeks of daily psyllium husk intake was an effective way for people who were obese or even just overweight to lower their cholesterol. Now, if you're interested in seeing that, I'll go ahead and link that study down below. Now, how much psyllium should you include in your daily diet? Honestly, the exact dosage really depends on you, the product that you're using, and what it is you are looking to achieve. That's why I always recommend that you speak with your local healthcare practitioner before starting a new supplement routine to see if it's right for you. So let's talk about ways that we can include psyllium into our daily diet. The easiest way is to include some in your daily smoothie. So if you make a smoothie first thing in the morning, you can add a little bit of psyllium husk into the mix to give it a nice boost of fiber. You can also do this with juice, but just make sure that you stir it up really well so it gets absorbed and it's not just sitting at the bottom of your cup. Some people take it with just plain water. That's not my favorite thing to do, but it is good to drink water with psyllium because it needs that water to absorb. It needs to use that water to help get through your body to work its way out. So always make sure that you're drinking plenty of water if you are incorporating psyllium husk into your diet. Now today I want to share with you a creative way to add psyllium husk into your diet. And like I said, that is by making this awesome flatbread. It's really easy. You just need a handful of ingredients. So let me show you what you're going to need to get started. Okay, so for this recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of your favorite type of gluten-free flour. Today I'm going to be using coconut flour because I was out of almond flour, honestly, but I love coconut flour. I think it has a nice flavor and it works just as well. So 1 cup of that. I'm also going to be using 4 tablespoons of psyllium husk powder. I am using the psyllium husk powder from Viva Naturals. This is organic, it's non-GMO, of course it's vegan and gluten-free. And I found this on Amazon, pretty happy with it, so I'll go ahead and link to that in the description below. You're also gonna need some baking powder. This is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You will also need, well, honestly, I never really measure the salt. I do a couple pinches, but I would say half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of salt. This is sea salt, just pink sea salt. It's really up to you what you use. And then you can have some fun with the spices. I like to use garlic powder. I'm a firm believer that you can never have too much garlic. It's like my favorite thing. So I will use, I don't know, like 2 teaspoons or even more of it in this recipe. And then I have these dehydrated little onion pieces that have just been chopped up just to give it some extra flavor, some onion flavor. Okay, so that's the dry ingredients. For the wet ingredients, you're gonna need 2 cups of boiling water. You'll also need about 3 ounces of coconut oil. You can also use butter, but I wanna keep this plant-based. And that's it. All right, let me show you how to make this. Okay, so I got my whisk, I got my bowl, and all we're gonna do is dump all the dry ingredients into this bowl and give them a good stir. Then we just want to whisk everything up. And once we do, that is when we will add the wet ingredients. So this is the coconut oil. And then I've got my 2 cups of hot water. And I'm just going to pour a little bit in to start with and stir this up to get that dough-like texture going, and then I'm just going to add some more water once I give this a good mix, a good stir. Now here's a pro tip for you. Don't be lazy like me and not use the big bowl that you really should have used to mix this up with because it's in the dishwasher and you just didn't feel like going over to it, taking it out and cleaning it by hand. Instead, do that because this would have been probably a lot easier, but you know what? It's working. I've got a nice dough-like consistency happening here, and that's what we want. All right, so we've got our nice thick dough here, and all you're gonna wanna do is get a little pan, just a frying pan, and we're not actually going to fry it, we're going to dry fry it, meaning we're just gonna get this warmed up on, I would say, like a medium to a medium-low heat and cook the bread that way. So what you wanna do, and I just use my hands, is make, I would say, 5 to 6 inch balls with this dough, and then just flatten it out. And it doesn't have to be perfectly round or anything like that. Who cares? Just have fun. It's like Play-Doh, honestly. Look at that. I'm just going to flatten it out. I'm going to add a little bit more to this one because I'm actually going to use this bread tonight for dinner to make some lovely flatbread sandwiches. There we go. Let's go heat it up. Okay, and there we have it. A very beautiful piece of gluten-free flatbread. Super easy to make. You just want to make sure that you flip it enough so each side gets that nice golden brown finish to it. And then all you have to do is add your favorite toppings. You can put some avocado on here, some microgreens, really whatever suits your fancy. All right, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I do hope you give this recipe a try. If you do, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. As always, I want to thank you so much for 10 years of authentic self-wellness. I couldn't have made it this far without you guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so because I have a lot of great videos coming up for you. And to celebrate the 10 years of authentic self-wellness, we're going to be doing a lot of great product giveaways. So make sure you stay tuned for that, subscribe, hit that like button, you know the drill. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Have a happy and a healthy day.